Very nice.
It's nice.
Hi everyone, my name's James Ivey.
I'm Paul Drew.
From the Studio Rats.
Nice.
And as we alluded last night, it was New Guitar Day on Tuesday.
You did. You have bought a couple of new thingies.
Shh. Someone here. This is my latest acquisition. It is a Nashville Tele.
So what is this? This is a Mexican
Fender, Nashville Tele. I know nothing more about it than that. You've probably told me more since you've been here about it than I knew.
Do you know, one of the things I think is really nice about this is the fingerboard.
It's pretty, isn't it?
It's really nice. I'm not sure it's rosewood. It might be laurel on this, but
Right.
it's really nice. And it's really nice figuring, and it's dark, which is quite unusual, I would say, for... It's not a budget instrument, but a more budget instrument.
But it's not a master-built
No.
custom shop, is
Well,
it?
it's not. It isn't a USA
No.
Telecaster, is it? And it sounds great. And obviously, because it's a Nashville style Tele, it is the best of both worlds. Because you've got your Tele bridge pickup, then you've got your blend, which you don't get on a Tele, of a Strat middle position and a Tele bridge. You get a Strat middle position and the lipstick standard neck Telecaster pickup and your standard neck Telecaster pickup. So you've got a 5-way switch.
As opposed to a 3.
As opposed to a 3, and you can get all of those sort of Strat Tele tones out
It's
of
a
it.
very versatile guitar.
Yeah.
Also, for a Mexican, I'm not a guitar snob. I do have Mexican.
Hello.
My thin line is a Mexican.
Right?
My Fender Jazz bass is a Mexican.
Yeah.
And I think the Jaguar is a Japanese.
Okay, so let's clear up some myths.
Okay.
There is a difference in price point between a Mexican built guitar and an American built guitar. You've got an American Tele there.
Yep.
And I think this is what this video is about, because it's about the actual finishing details. Okay, first of all, actually, that is quite heavy. They're both actually quite heavy.
Yeah. This is a 60th anniversary reissue. American.
Right.
You know, again, I went into Guitar Center in Anaheim and I went, I want to buy a Tele. And he went, we've got about 1,000. I went, right, I want the most Tele you've got.
Right.
And there were custom shops and there were bound ones and there were ones with humbuckers.
Yeah.
And this was the one that just sounded the most Telecaster-y, that wasn't a master-built $15 million gazillion dollars.
Right. And there's a reason for that, in my opinion, because it's got the vintage brass saddles.
Yep.
Okay, so this is a what? It's a 60s, did you say?
60s reissue.
So 60s reissue. This is what I don't understand, because on this one,
Yep.
this Nashville Tele, it's not a 60s reissue, it's like a modern Tele, but you've got vintage tuners on it.
Yep.
That one, 60s reissue.
Yep. Well, it's a 60th anniversary. It's not a 60s reissue.
Okay, so 60s, yeah, but you've got the 80s.
Which I like the tuners. I much prefer the tuners on this than I do that.
These tuners are way better.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the first thing.
Right.
I don't know what pickups they've got in here. We're not going to be talking about the actual pickups and stuff, but just the build quality of the guitar. That guitar feels really nice. This one feels nice. If you're not used to sort of playing a variety of different sort of scales of these Fender guitars, you'll notice that the edge on this fingerboard is just really sharp. And I don't mean sharp as in like
Cut your fingers on. Yeah.
No, it's like it's very angled.
Right.
Okay, that's been rolled.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Which is nice. So that feels like a vintage instrument. This feels like a cheaper instrument. The fretwork is definitely not as good. If you feel down there, there's actually a couple of little sharp bits.
Yeah.
Have a quick.
Yes. Yeah. There's some.
Nothing serious.
No.
But that's the difference. So the sort of thing that you're paying for with these guitars are the finish.
Now, you said, coming on to the finish, I actually think the paint job on this is beautiful.
Do you know what? I think the paint job is fantastic. I mean,
it's that kind of sparkly candy apple red kind of.
It is like a candy apple red. They've done a really nice job.
The neck feels good. So the playing surface around the back feels great.
Yeah.
I love the pickups. It's got that really kind of open pickup sound that you want from a Tele with some of the tightness and the punch that you get from a Strat.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what that guitar's supposed to be.
Yes.
The best of both worlds.
It is, yeah. Well, let's go through some of the sounds. Anyway, so the bridge pickup. Now, one of the things that's great about this compared to if you bought a Strat, like a 3 pickup standard guitar like a Strat, is you get all that Tele punch, which you don't get with a Strat pickup. To me, Strat pickup on the bridge pickup it's not useless, but it's the pickup that I would probably use the least.
Right. Because
it's so sharp. With the Tele, you got all that sort of grunt on it. It's great. Tele, bridge and middle. Middle.
So Strat, it's unbelievable, isn't it?
I think that's the unusual one because that sounds really country to me.
Yeah.
But it's a blend of the Telecaster bridge and the middle. Neck and middle. Sounds really straight. And the neck. It's really good. It's a really nice guitar.
Not bad for 420 quid.
I mean, that's the thing about these auctions, is if you can find a bargain, you find something that people aren't really looking for. If you can find something that's a bit run-of-the-mill, that people aren't, like they're not looking at the vintage guitars, they're not looking at the custom shop stuff, they're not looking at the pricey Gibsons. If you can find something that's sort of middle of the road,
bit different,
I think you can pick up a bargain still. And that is a bargain. It's great.
So what does it need? Other than it needs to go to Steve for a damn good setup.
Yes.
Because you spent sort of 15, 20 minutes this morning making it, a substantially different guitar from where it was 20 minutes before.
Yeah.
But I think it probably still needs to go to Steve for some loving and fret dressing. There's a couple of dings in the frets.
Oh, do you know, I wouldn't work. I mean, he can polish that. He can.
Polish
I mean, the fretwork's not great. I think if you give that to Luthier, I think he will. Yeah.
It probably needs a new nut as well because the nut sounds like it's.
The nut, I would definitely replace the nut. Personally, I would whip out the whole of that bridge.
Yeah.
So this is one of the things we found out this morning was, as I was adjusting the saddles, one of them is just completely threaded.
Yeah.
And that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to get with a more mid-priced instrument or a cheaper instrument, is you're going to get cheaper parts. And, some of these parts will last you forever and some of these parts won't. But if you go and buy something like James's American Tele there, it's got top quality parts on it, and that is the difference. So yes, we've threaded one of the saddles here, so that needs adjusting. Personally, what I would do, I'd whip out that whole bridge and put a vintage style in there.
With a 3-piece saddle.
I like them. They're compensated ones.
I don't know.
No, they're not compensated. You can get compensated ones now.
Right.
And your intonation would be better.
I mean, say for someone who didn't like Teles until I bought this one, I now have 3.
Yeah, and they're great. I think that's the thing. If you go and buy like a guitar like this, you can make it as good as that for not much money.
Yeah, I mean, what's a new tailpiece going to be? 100 quid?
Not even that.
Not even that.
Fitted probably.
A bone nut is probably going to be 50 quid, probably 100 quid fitted.
Oh, I don't even think it would be that. And once you've done that, and if you can sort of round off the fingerboard a bit, get them to do that sort of stuff, I think you'll have a guitar that is every bit as good as that one.
Great. We like that.
Yeah.
So, if Steve's watching, Steve Barrett at Guitar Lodge, it's coming your way. I think I primed him before, actually. There might be something coming his way.
Nice.
Cool.
Good buy.
So I didn't do badly.
No, then. I think you've made a good purchase for that.
Cool.
It's good.
Yeah, and it's something different. That's the thing. I'm not like you. Guitar isn't my first call. So I'm not always looking for the master builts or the custom shops or the whatever. I'm looking for something that's different in the studio.
Yeah,
I think that's another flavour.
Without a doubt, it's brilliant. You've done a great job with that. Nice one.
Cool. Well, really hope you enjoyed that out there. If you did, please like, subscribe, hit the bell. There it is, as he falls over. But for now, my name's James Ivey.
I'm Paul Drew.
From the Studio Rats, and we will see you again very soon.